Today we're working on a '05 Hyundai Santa Fe V6. What we're doing today, that big plastic motor, is this. This is the timing cover. I got this from Napa, I believe. Yes, Napa. I think it was like $100. The problem is with these motors, they develop a power steering leak. It kills the belt, basically, and it does that. You see all that goo? I've already cleaned this motor twice. And if you look at the front of the power steering, see how it's wet around them knots, like around the holes? I cleaned the I cleaned the crap out of this thing big time. And you can see it's not leaking out of the lines, it's not leaking out the sensor. So it has to be leaking out of one of the plates, the front cover. So no problem. But you see what it did to the cover? See the cover is a part of the belt down there? It's like a step over the belt. That's hurting the belt. So we're gonna put that on today. We're gonna see if there are any shortcuts, we'll let you know. But we started out by taking all the 10s out to take this big old cover off. That guy. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Took that out. Took the cap off the reservoir. Sucked that dry. We're going to take these 2 bolts out. Then we're going to take this line and fold it up so it doesn't leak down. We're going to take this line out. We're going to fold this one up so it doesn't leak down. Again, fold it up so it doesn't leak down. Then we're going to take the tension off the belt. 2 bolts in the housing, here. And the other one's underneath here. And we're going to take the pulley off when we get that out. Don't forget to take the sensor off also. There's a sensor back here, power steering sensor. So we're going to do all that, and then we're going to go underneath and we're going to take a couple things off to get to the cover. So we're doing the power steering pump and the cover today. So here's a quickie. The big nut on this puppy, they're called something, I forget, carriage bolter, I forget what it is, but it's a 24. It's skipping my brain right now. There was 2 14s that hold the pump in. They're that long. Here's our big problem. This is why we're putting a cover on. I know you can see that. The belt is literally behind the cover. That is no good. And that cover is falling apart behind that pulley. So, if something gets behind the timing in this and it skips a tooth, you're screwed. It's a interference motor. Reason for doing what we're doing here, people. You see that? Really soon this was going to cause a problem. If this little piece would have fell inside the timing belt cover and would have went under the timing belt, you would need a motor because it's an interference motor. We were only going to do half, but now that you see and I see, it's been rubbing here also, and there's a bubble here. So we ordered the other half. This was 50, that was like 80. Napa, I'm sure you can find it online, but I need it today. So that's what we're doing. We got the bottom one in place. We're waiting on the top one. Hopefully this helps somebody realize that if you do not tackle this problem and a piece falls in here and it gets caught and it runs around the belt and it goes under here, you're going to skip a tooth and then you're going to damage your motor.